Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, who you with right now?
Know what I'm on, man. Look. Hey. Baby girl, she think I'm cute. Chuck Taylor's on the shoes. Flies nigga in the room. 700 with the shits. Post up shot, make the block boom. Nigga, what it do? You ain't know I had the truth.
Yo, what it is, what it ain't, what it do, what it don't. It's your boy, Epic Ruffin.
And you know what it is, Major Way.
Feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
and this
sir.
is episode 3 of What's the Word podcast. We in the building, man.
Welcome back, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It feel good to be back in these chairs, in front of this mic, in front of the good people. Man, we missed you. We missed you.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Man, we were just saying before the pod came on, like, just so y'all know, it wasn't me.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't Ree. It wasn't Ree.
But it's all good. My dog had he had some things to do. You know,
I had something to take care of, but you know, it's over with. We done with that, and we back on the grind. We back to what we need to be doing.
Yes, sir.
And but we wanted. Well, at least me, I want to just say, man, I appreciate y'all for like really rocking with the show. The feedback has been great.
Yeah.
The way that y'all like really love what we talk about has been very refreshing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It has been for sure.
Yeah, like
so
I told you, I was in this new barbershop, and I had hit the barber up on IG. So after I hit him up on IG, he basically must have went looking through my page. So boom. I get there in the chat. He like, oh yeah, I see you do got a podcast and all that. I'm like, yeah. So the dude across from him. Him and the dude who he cut, and they like, oh yeah, da-da-da-da, what's the name of it? Da-da-da-da. So boom, get their phone, pull it up right then and there. First thing they said, oh, this shit look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Da-da-da-da.
Shout out to the plug.
For real. Shout out. But put it on right then and there, man. Start listening to it, man. I don't know what we talking about on that episode. Start listening to it and shit. They was like, man, y'all talking about some real shit.
Yeah.
Like that's some real shit. They just said da-da-da-da-da, shit like that. So I love that. I love seeing people.
Love it.
You know what I mean? In tune with the shit, supporting us, all that good shit. I even had some people ask me about when we gonna crank up the subscription base. You know what I mean? But like I told them, we trying to get some more behind the scene footage for y'all.
Yeah.
So we can
build it up a little bit.
tiers.
But nah, we coming. Trust me, it's coming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And shout out to y'all who ready to support when it comes to them dollars.
Yeah, nah,
you know
that's real though. That's real because
nothing too crazy. I mean, y'all pull out them little $5.
Yeah, that little $5, you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. Y'all go to the grocery store and y'all get you, not grocery store, but y'all go to the corner store and get you some chips, get you some Skittles.
Yeah.
Y'all can
go
help
to the Candy Lady house.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Run $5. We definitely appreciate it. Man, so it's been a lot going on, man. It's been a lot going on in the last couple of months.
It's definitely been a lot going on in the last few months.
Yeah.
The social world has been on fire.
Man.
It's been on fire.
Social world, real world, all of it been on fire.
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to go right now?
Man, so I mean, ain't no way we can hit on everything that happened.
Right,
in the last couple of months,
exactly.
I think.
Have y'all seen the Cheesecake Lady? The video with that?
I heard about that.
Factory.
I heard
what
about
is it? What is it?
I heard
about the lady that locked the dude out of the door?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to take her to cheesecake.
Yeah.
You know they started a podcast too?
Yo, dog. Nah, you could start a whole movie series just off of that video alone.
Yeah, we should have had we should have had some female guests for that, because
for real,
basically what it was that she felt like he shouldn't have been asking.
He tried her.
By asking to go to cheesecake.
She felt like he tried. But see, you know what I blame? And this is the exact problem right here, right? Those girls, they get on social media, bro, right? And they see the lit girls, right? They see the girls, they see the social media models, right?
Yeah.
Get the social media model treatment. You know what I'm saying? These girls are really connected to the guys that got that luxury to be able to dish that type of money out, to be able to take you to State whatever or Ruth Chris or whatever the big restaurant that you're trying to go.
I mean, come on, but that don't take a lot of money. If somebody said, if I put myself in her shoes, dude said, we going to cheesecake. I mean,
you dismissing them.
I mean, I ain't, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be no like I go for the food. You know what I mean? And shit like that. But I know what they doing. As soon as it's over, they finna get in that group chat and be like, girl.
Oh, she gonna talk about her
you
like
know
a dog,
what I mean?
for
like,
sure.
It don't take the bit could have took me the Longhorn before they took me to cheesecake.
But look though,
let me get a sirloin, man.
Yeah. See, this the thing though, but this is the conversation though. It's like, but what if to him that's Ruth Chris? You know what I'm saying? And she missed it because she was like, I think I need to get that social media girl treatment, or I need to get that Instagram model treatment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you saying, what if he think that's Ruth Chris? Well, if the nigga think cheesecake Ruth Chris, dog, then
he dusty. Damn.
Man, you know what I mean? Like, for real.
Whoa.
Man. Like, I ain't even finna take nobody to cheesecake, bro. Like, I
not
ain't
no
even,
date.
Nah, I ain't taking nobody to cheesecake.
What is cheesecake? What is the basis of cheesecake?
Cheesecake, like, you know,
business meeting?
Nah, cheesecake like family reunion. You know what I mean? Your birthday party. You know what I mean? It's like a step above Applebee's.
And you know what's crazy? I was just having a conversation. She's correct.
Yeah.
I was just having a conversation with somebody and was like, yo, cheesecake is finna be Red Lobster soon. Because it's a luxury that everybody got a hold to. Once it becomes a everybody thing,
yeah,
it becomes, you know what I'm saying? The value of it goes down.
So I think that's what it was with that incident. Like it turned into a Red Lobster type deal. So, you know,
she felt that way.
Baby was probably like, you know what I mean? So,
but what is that? What is that for us, for the guys that really like feel like cheesecake is that shit though?
I mean, I like Cheesecake Factory.
I love it.
Y'all gotta step it up, but
So the deal with that was, so he actually had a reservation for a much more expensive place.
He did.
She made him wait an hour to get ready, so they lost the reservation. So he chose Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, so the story gets different.
Okay.
The story gets different. So she tripping.
Yeah,
because she wants that Instagram model treatment. It goes back to the Instagram model.
Did he say
she's following?
Did he say the other place that he was gonna take her?
Yeah, it wasn't a chain place. It was.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So it was exclusive.
Yeah,
he probably wasn't no fuck.
He wasn't, because you know what?
Yeah.
He's seen what he had. You know what I'm saying? Like he's seeing what it is, and he know what time it is, because we in that time. Well, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
You gotta be there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, you said they got a podcast?
They were on a podcast.
Oh, they were on
the two of them?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a setup. They wanted to get famous.
They probably, or she probably cool now. They probably went somewhere.
Yeah, he probably, because he sounded like he was about to give it to her. He's like, you serious right now? Like, bro was like, really? Like, wow. Oh, you filming me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah, brother, that was crazy.
That's funny.
That was crazy. That was almost crazier than the girl asking the dude to pay for all her friends. You seen that video?
She brought like 18 friends.
She brought like 18 friends, and it's her birthday.
That's ridiculous.
And she wanted dude to pay. That's that Instagram model shit, bro.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. You got to stop it, bro. We got to stop. Y'all are not, you're not Drea Michelle.
The girl's been going crazy.
You're not Bernice.
The girl's been going crazy.
Bro, they're not these Instagram models, but they got to relax. They got to relax and remember they still around regular men that make regular money.
Man, you already know what it is, man. The female right there. The female,
they want to be Instagram models.
Setting the bar, man. They
is, man. They is. Let's get into some new music, though, man.
Yeah.
For
before
sure.
we get on the big one, which was the Drake album, of course.
For sure, yeah. We gonna
talk about a couple more albums that came out. Offset dropped this album, Set It Off. You heard it?
I heard a few. You know what's crazy? It took me a while to get to it, and I didn't think it was gonna do that.
Me too.
I thought I was gonna be kind of low key excited, but it took me a while.
I only breezed through it because I wanted to come in and like give my opinion on it. But the Migos never was something that I could listen to like that. Like I can't. It's just too much. With their independent albums, like they several ones didn't hear Quavo, so I'm like, okay, well let me go ahead and check out Offset's. I think he got one song on there with Don Toliver that I like. I only got like halfway through it, but the one with Don Toliver is what I like. Other than that, like when it comes to the Migos voices, like I can't do too much of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But other than that, he did all right. Like they say, he sounds really good. The production was really good. So for what it was for Offset, I feel like it was it was all right.
Yeah, you know, and even with the first week sales, I seen he's predicted to sell 85 or 89K first week, which is you know, it's not the highest, but for him, it's pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? For a solo album. But for me, what I can say about the album is I do like the effort that he put in it. You know what I'm saying? He might have missed a few marks, but I like the effort that he did put, and you can hear it.
Yeah,
that's what I do like. That you can actually hear the effort.
He's been more social. I think on social media, like he's showing a lot more personality,
facts,
and stuff like that. And I think the people were talking about that. Like it took him a while to start showing his real personality. I think when he got on there with Case and Not,
that took him to another level.
Like you kind of show like he's kind of
you humanize yourself.
Yeah, he is. And I wonder, it made me think like. You know, when dudes first come out, rappers first come out, it's like this
masculinity thing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they gotta keep it like scripted like that. Like, oh, street shit
right.
type shit. Like I'm told da. And I think like since he been in the game for so long and he's older now, he can kind of like pull back off of it and start showing like more of his personality.
And then too, like we gotta remember too, like we really just now getting a chance to experience Offset. He been in jail, you know what I'm saying? For the first latter part of the Migos career and their success, he really haven't had that type of time to like sit down and embrace the fame with them. You know what I'm saying? Because of the jail sentence. And I mean, back to back, you get Young Rich Niggas when that dropped, he in jail. You know what I'm saying? Then the Versace verse dropped with Drake, he's still there. Then he gets out for a little bit. Then they all go. You know what I'm saying? And Takeoff and Quavo come out and he's still there. You know what I mean? So it's like, when Bad and Bougie came out, that was our first time really embracing bruh fully as a free dude.
True. That's true.
And by that time, them cats is humongous. You know what I'm saying? So it was like really. That's why I say I like the effort that he put in it, because he understood that, yo, I understand y'all haven't really seen me
right
other than the verses that I got with my friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really say that I really like the effort.
I like it.
Sure.
I like seeing another side of him.
Yeah, most definitely.
How long does it take y'all to listen to an album before you can actually absorb it?
The first 3 songs, usually, if it's an artist that I'm familiar with their work. And if I know, okay, they may be trying to experiment with something, or, oh, yeah, this is their bag, it'll probably take me the first 4 songs to be like, yeah, this is what they're on. But if it's somebody new, then, yeah, maybe the second listen.
Yeah.
The second listen, for
something
sure.
like that Offset album, I'll have to, since I only listen to it once and then get all the way through it, it'll take a couple listens, about maybe 2, 3.
Did you guys like the Takeoff's album from a few years ago?
I don't even think I heard that.
That was actually really good.
It was. You know what was crazy about that album, man? Once again, with Offset, I didn't expect myself to take so much time to listen to it. Like, it took me a minute to actually sit down and listen to it. But when I did hear it, once again, what I like is that we heard bruh. Like, we heard what he could bring if he was a solo artist. Because he's one of the guys that's really silent. The only thing you hear from them in that run when they was at the top of their game was Offset or Quavo, especially Quavo. Quavo was feature game is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, you seen Takeoff really just take the back end and say, listen, I'm gonna just be with the group.
Yeah.
I don't really want to mingle with everybody like that.
Yeah.
When y'all ready to make an album, I'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? So to hear him on that and to see him put up some hits, I woke up this morning, can't remember nothing, just 2 minutes, and then never London. That was a nice hit for him. Yeah, that was a nice hit for him.
Go check that one out because I missed his so I gotta go check that one out.
Even the new Quavo album, like, I like what he did. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is about the Migos, but just the thought of listening to Quavo, like I think I can take Offset.
Yeah.
Take off, but like
Quavo is just his voice too dominant.
Yeah,
you hear it too many times. I understand.
What is this? You know what I mean? Type deal, but.
For sure.
But I mess with it though. I like what they doing. Gucci dropped too. Definitely ain't heard his yet. Gucci dropped.
Haven't.
Fresh Air is what it's called.
Yeah, but what I been hearing is good things. I just seen him and Tip do the Squash the Beef.
Yeah.
They just granted. So shout out to Tip and Gucci for doing that.
Yeah.
That's love in Atlanta. So that's real love.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just gave Gucci his own day. 10/17 is officially Gucci Day. So, you know, to celebrate that, they did a kickoff show.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, Tip and Gucci squashed their beef right on stage. But, you know, I've been hearing
See it.
minor things about the album. I really haven't heard too much whispers about it. It's kind of one of them sleepers that really nobody knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we saw him dropping.
How old is Gucci?
I don't think he's 40. I don't think he's 40 yet. I might be wrong. He might be 40.
He's 39. That's my guess.
He's cruising to 40.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
No, he's cruising to 40 for sure, but I don't think he's actually there.
I don't know. Man, Gucci Man 43.
He's 43.
But see, this is my thing. This is my problem.
Wow,
Like, when it comes to like the older dudes rapping, I don't know. Is rap a young man's sport?
It's not. But the thing is,
Cause I'm not Gucci put out an app like.
this is the thing that I
thought he
hate
was
that
daddy at the house.
right. This is the thing that I hate that the older guys do is they try to compete with the younger guys. Don't do that because it gets crazy for you
Yeah.
and your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because we known for you to be here, and then when you trying to compete with these guys, bro, your legacy going down because these the guys you competing with them in their prime. That's hard for you to do. Sometimes your legacy don't go up against that.
When do you think? What do you think is a good age for rappers to be
Something else?
not done? Like when should they be done?
I don't know because 2 Chainz proved a lot.
Why does hip hop have to be the only genre that does that though? Look at the Rolling Stones; they're 80.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. But see, this is the thing though. It has to be presented like that. Rolling Stones ain't trying to make punk rock. You see what I'm saying? Like when Rolling Stones drop an album.
I can answer why that may be the case with rap, because what's the word I'm looking for? The
Perception.
and the things that rappers talk about and they speak about is the majority street shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you 43 or in your 40s still rapping about that kind of it kind of don't go. And I think they made that same argument about Jay. Like, as Jay got older, his music started getting older with him. Like, he's not talking about that type of shit he was talking
That's
about
the
back
only
in
way
Big
it
Pimpin'
works.
days and shit like that.
Exactly.
But I feel like everybody can't do that. Like, that's only a select few who can take it that far up in age and be able to adapt with it like that. I even see Ross doing that.
He can.
From like Port of Miami, like I always say, from Port of Miami, like he was snapping.
Yes.
And like when it started
Yes.
getting up
Yes.
into like his latest albums and stuff,
He trying to
got
do
on
some-
that ball stat of dope and stuff like that, which leads us to the For All the Dog.
For the dog.
You get what I'm saying? So let's just get into that. Let's just get into
Come
that. So everybody know Drake dropped For All the Dogs, okay? For All the Dogs. And when it dropped, well, first of all, I didn't even know it dropped until 2 days after because he kept pushing it back.
He kept pushing it back.
So it dropped. So I listened to it. I was excited for it. But before I even listened to it, somebody sent me that him and Joe, he just had snapped off at Joe, right? So I'm like, well, why would he? You know what I mean? Like, what could Joe have said that calls for this type of reaction type shit? So before I even hear Joe's response, what Drake had to say, whatever else, I'm like, I want to go into it with my first listen to it first. You know what I mean? So I did that before I listened to what Joe's critique was about it. Did you see? So, I mean, the gist of what he said, the gist of his critique was something like that. Like, basically, why is Drake's not giving us adult Drake music style shit. Like, he didn't give it, For All the Dogs, we thought he was going to give it to us like a damn Views or some shit, or like a classic album type shit, and it leaned more to, you can tell Yachty had the most influence in all these younger people and shit like that. So basically his critique was basically like, yo, that's cool and all if you kick it with Yachty and them and you want to make some songs for the Jits and stuff like that. But us real fans who've been rocking with you, we want to hear that Drake shit. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like Drake's response was kind of like, yeah, it was kind of like a hit dog, because it's something he said must have been true for him to respond like that, because to me that was a lash out. He lashed out at Joe. So after I listened to it, it wasn't his best, but I I don't understand like why he went the particular route he did it. I could not understand why he put Sexy Red and SZA on the same record. I don't understand why Sexy Red. Shout out to Sexy Red, but I don't understand why she was on the album to begin with. I kind of feel like Drake is just doing whatever right now and trying to like appease whoever right now. It's kind of like he's so far up here that he's just like, fuck it. I done did everything. I don't whatever. Like I'm just having like fun with it. But Sexy Red, bro, on a Drake album.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which your song is fire. Like when it come on, any Sexy Red song gonna be a bop. But that's a lot to give a new artist is to put you on it. That's like putting on a Beyonce fucking album. You get what I'm saying? Like it was so many other artists that you could have choose from in order to put them on the record, but he put on there. But you know, it could be the hype. Like I said, he playing the numbers game, he playing the hype game and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But that's odd for Drake. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So I really don't know what he has going on right now, but that was his old critique, which I could feel Joe on that because we wanted something else. But what if we don't never? You know what I thought? What if we're all waiting on an album that makes us feel like how we felt when Take Care and Nothing Was the Same came out? Like, are we subconsciously wanting to like feel that again? And if we are, we're never gonna feel that shit. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna happen no more. So I don't even know if we can be musically satisfied these days.
And that's my point, right? So I'm there to the very end, right? I'm talking about as far as in the rollout. I'm on stories. Yeah. I'm watching, bruh, doing the sneak, the dog story, post a picture of a dog, whatever, the dog mask coming out of the hotel. Like, I'm watching, bruh, doing this, right? Yeah. And then I watched the date change. You know, that's, to me, that was a Doja Cat move. I'm just gonna be real.
I was mad by that date change.
I needed that Doja Cat in that Drake competition. I'm not gonna lie, cause bro, y'all pop artists, bro. Yeah. Like you rap, you mean a important gesture to rap, bro. But you're a pop artist. Go against the pop. You know what I'm saying? Like go, bro. Yeah. So I felt like that date change was definitely for her, which is cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when he wanted to drop on what it was, the 6th, October 6th or whatever the date was, at 6 o'clock. Yeah. You know, keeping everything 6, the tradition. That was cool. Yeah. And so I forgot about the 6 o'clock and woke up and started my day and was like, oh, Drake dropped. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was my ride to work. Listen. But, you know, I got home, I sat down, I listened to it, man. And for me, as the artist ear, I'm listening to him and I'm like, man, he sounds so like, I don't know, relaxed and like at ease. Bro, I can go on this right now. And you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, the energy that he gave was so refreshing to hear because you kind of want to hear the guys that give you classical music. You kind of want to hear them ratchet a little bit. Yeah. Like when B dropped that that Crown record when she was like, "Bitch, I been known," and that Bow Down record, right? And it just came out of the blue.
Texas bag.
Right. And it just came out of the blue, and she started it with the chop and screwed, and then it came in. I love that. Even with the hey, hands I put it in the air. I love when B get that. She ain't gonna do it all the time, but when she get in that pocket, it's refreshing to hear. You know what I'm saying? We love that. We love that. So with me, I felt like when I heard Drake, especially when that ain't no minute. But when I heard Drake get in these pockets, I'm like, yo, back to your point with the music thing. Yeah. I'm like, yo, are we so stuck on the classics that we can't understand what he's trying to give us now? Yeah. Like he's trying to give us feeling. Yeah. You feel me? He's trying to make us go outside.
Yeah. I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
My first listen, I liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know if I was expecting anything, really, personally. But
right.
As I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, I like it.
Yeah. Now, when he dropped Honestly Nevermind, I stopped with expectations for Drake. When Honestly Nevermind dropped and I press play and I'm listening to this album, I like, yo. Yeah. And then Her Loss came. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
CLB. Like, people still, I went back and I played CLB. Like, y'all want that classic Drake. That's CLB. Poetic, the poetic intro.
Yeah.
The 7 a.m. on Bridal.
Yeah.
The YOLO record with Ross and Rain. Like, he gave us that Drake. But what happened was that I didn't like Kanye fucked that up with that one to compete. And so it took away from listening to the album. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like what we need to understand is that Drake is so big right now that he's at a point where he's trying to continue his legacy for another 10 more years. So I have to talk to the younger crew now.
Yeah.
I gave us the 30 group. I gave y'all Take Care. I gave y'all classic verses.
Okay, but
we can go days about the classic verses he done
yeah.
gave us now. It's just time for him to give another genre these classic verses that they're going to remember when they get to their 30s. You know what I'm saying?
But
I feel like that's just what Drake is at.
But then it goes back to what we was just talking about the music changing with age type deal. So now to the older listener, the 30s and all of that, now we feel like he's going backwards. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, we're not there no more, so we don't want that. So subconsciously, like, we like, okay, this trash when he putting out something for the youth and all that. But I don't know. I feel like it's like a catch-22. I feel like I don't know what he because he hears it. He knows what we want and he knows what the Jits want. And that's why he been running. I'm surprised that he even running with Yachty this much.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? But that is a thing. Like they say, who you run with is gonna influence you in this and this or whatever. So you can you can tell that the young dudes, Yachty and them influence pushed heavy on a lot of these songs that got him like this and this. But before the album dropped, when they asked Yachty about the album, he said, "Oh, this album has one of
Drake's best verses."
And so now after the fact, everybody's like, "Oh, well, where?"
Yeah.
Do you feel like this album had one of Drake's best verses on it?
I won't say it had Drake's best verses, but I feel like it had the best of Drake. You see what I'm saying? Like the creative Drake. Like we know Drake to make good music. And that's not to take away from his creativity, but now we're at a place where we can see where Drake can go. Like when he dropped Honestly Nevermind, it's like, yo, we know what this guy can be musically inclined. And then when he dropped Her Loss, it's like, okay, he can rap.
But those albums went together. I feel like this album right here, I feel like towards the end, he just started throwing stuff in there.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
I
saying?
get that.
So
I
maybe
get that.
it
I
was
get
the
that. I get
entire
that.
composition of it. Like if he would have stopped at a certain number, we would have been like, oh, okay, we saw what this album was. But like towards the end, like, and not saying the songs was bad, but like, oh, Bad Bunny, a Spanish record. Then boom, right after that, a Sexy. We're like, well, what's happening? Because you just went from like the intro being like, you know, Drake-ish, you know what I mean, to a certain extent, and like it just start going all over the place.
I think after when More Life dropped for Drake, when More Life dropped, and he was like, oh, this is gonna be a playlist type album. I think his structure and formatting albums changed after that. I don't think he structured his albums the same as far as in track listing. Okay, these 4 songs are gonna be this. Then the next 4 songs are gonna be this, and then the next 4. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I get. Like when you listen to the first 4 songs, they hitting. You got the Virginia Beast, then the
the
Amen,
first half of the,
then
the first half of the
it's
album
hitting back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
The Yeet record, the J Cole record, the Diversity record, like the Rihanna diss record. You know what I'm saying? Like girl, he boom boom, and then he slow it down.
Yeah.
Give you that R&B, that classic R&B.
Yeah.
The R&B that we like, Drake, the Picasso record, the Bahama. That record is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It still ain't it's good, but it still ain't hitting like Marvin's Room and shit. You get what I'm saying? It's still like if you go back and like compare it to like the old singing Drake, like it's still, I don't know, maybe stuff just changed. But like I said, maybe it's just our brain.
It's the brain. It's the brain.
Wanted it to be, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But overall, I like the album. I still go back to it. I play it almost every day. So it did what it was supposed to do.
What do you feel slapping on the album? Like we're looking at the track listing now. So what are you thinking that to you is slapping?
I like the Yeet. I play the Yeet when I like the 7969. I like that towards the end, whoever that feature he had. And I need to look up and see who that guy is singing at the end because that's my favorite part of the song.
Oh, the Tizo touchdown dude.
That's what it was?
That's Tizo touchdown.
Man, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I like that too. I kind of skipped to that part. So, of course, the Sexy Red. Oh, I think track 22, Away From Home.
I remember.
I think for me that hit harder than the Yeet one, because I know the Yeet one going viral right now. You know what I mean? But Away From Home, whoever did that beat, they took off. He kind of slid. He kind of slid that. He kind of gave me that Drake that I wanted to get.
And see, this what I be wanting us to remember, right? It's like Drake still cares. If he didn't, he wouldn't have gave us a timestamp on the album. You know, a timestamp is a throwaway record,
right?
You know what I'm saying? He gave it to us twice on the album. Yeah. CLB got the 7 a.m. and then we got the 5 a.m. What is this? The 8 a.m.
8 a.m. in Charlotte.
8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Like that?
I ain't gonna lie. I just love when Drake get in that.
Oh,
okay. No matter how he approaches it, I like this because it's unsubtle. I'm the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? It's giving all of that when you hear the vocals, the laziness, even the fact that he went to record it on tour. You can hear it in my voice, but I still got to get this off. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he really wanted the people to hear that, like. Yeah. It lets me know where Drake is at as far as the love and the care that he got.
Yeah.
But I would say this though. I was listening to that Blueprint 3 today, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, I got a cat that I go with back and forth with back in Mount Dora about Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. Like he loves Hov. You feel me? He from Brooklyn, so he back and forth with me all the time about Hov, right? Yeah. And so I tell bro, I say, bro, when I got on the Hov, it was American Gangster. Like that was my first whole album listening, not just the singles, not just the hits, knowing just them. Like my whole album experience with Hov was American Gangster. Mm-hmm. So if you take that time, that's the time where he's making the shift. You know what I'm saying? Okay. As far as in leaving that old Hov, the tradition of old Hov, the production of old Hov, he's leaving that behind.
Yeah.
And he's getting into that newness, right?
Yeah.
Because then he hits us with the Blueprint 3.
Yeah.
And then with Blueprint, on to the next one. Death to Auto-Tune. Like, he's hitting us with new shit.
Yeah.
Even then, he got the fro in the video.
Yeah.
It's a new Hov.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think, and it goes back to the conversation you had earlier, there are certain artists that have that longevity qualm about them, you know what I'm saying, that can really go and be a Bruce Springsteen, be 80 something, not 80 something, but be in that realm where you Hov age and still putting out impressive records,
right? And
can sell. Look at Nas, he's on an impressive run. You know what I'm saying? So. And then I can go on, man. It's so much about Drake, man.
Do you think when they the older artists, do you think when they release their albums, do you think they target just to people in that age range, or do you think they're targeting to everybody?
I don't think Hov is targeting nobody when he drops. I think it's his love for the music, for the art. Like I think he just goes in it relates to so many that it's just that. I don't think he's playing no numbers game like what Drake could be doing. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't think Hov really cares about number streams.
Drake is definitely the number guy.
You get what I'm saying?
He cares about numbers for sure.
And so now I have to distinguish their two personalities. Like Drake got that sassy, more light skin type personality. You know what I mean? So
not for sure.
He's doing like that light skin shit when it comes to business and stuff like that. Jay and Nas
straight to the point.
You know what I mean? Like they just rap. They just you can feel them on that. You can feel that they ain't playing no games.
I think with me, it's like, you know, when we're in the era now with Snapchat, TikTok, all these young apps that are based on young attendees, you feel me, being on the app, the labels try to sway legendary artists to make young music. Like when bruh dropped Richer Than I Ever Did, I'm talking about Ross and you know, I heard the Jasmine Sullivan record. I'm loving that. You know what I'm saying? That was that Ross that I love. Even the record he dropped with The Dream was kind of, it had to grow on me, but I began to love it. When I heard that wiggle, 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 I'm like, Ross, come on, bro. I don't want to hear you saying no wiggle, 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 wiggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And that's what I be talking about. You got to make a TikTok song. Like, no, bro, you don't. You're Rick Ross. Let's get some Justice League production. Let's bring John Legend in here. Let's bring these guys in here and give us an album.
That's what.
Because that's what Joe Budden is at with Drake's critique. He wants that.
Yeah.
Because nobody in that age is giving it.
And the thing is, like, the young people ain't the only ones listening to music. Like we listen to music too. You know
Nobody
what I mean?
wants to give us
They're
the
not
music.
the only ones on TikTok either. Like,
That's
you got
facts.
all type of ages on TikTok that's
facts.
doing the damn dances and all this other stuff.
That's
So,
facts.
I don't know, but I know it is a target age. You know what I mean? That age group brings in the most revenue because they're the ones going to the shows and the concerts and the fucking festivals and all that. So I get it on that tip, but yeah, I could understand like the critique of, hey man,
Let's just make music for us, man. Let's your fans grow with you for a reason, because you get to a point where you need to make music of that time. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, and it is facts when we say there are certain artists. I'm watching Jim Jones. Like, Jim Jones is on an impressive rap run. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's kind of. He takes some time to get listening to, but he's on an impressive rap run.
He's been on his business shit.
He's been on his business shit, and he's been going.
Yeah.
He's one of them ones that can go for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you have to stand ground on that. I like what Ross and Meek is doing right now with the Shaq and Kobe record. Even that little run, they trying to get it back to that.
Trying to get it
I
back,
like
yeah.
that. That's what it's going to take, man. It's going to take the GOATs. It's going to take the Giants to get it back.
Is there
Well,
an
hopefully
album?
it does.
Is there an album that or an artist that changed significantly that worked for them? Like they changed their style that actually worked. The one I'm thinking of is Kanye's 808s and Heartbreaks. But do you guys have an example? Because that worked for him.
Yeah. That was a great album, Kanye's.
But that was that 808s, bro. That was a time, dog. That was.
Yeah.
Boy, you taking me back right now, dog.
Yeah, like, I mean, and
like,
that,
I'm
that
getting so
hit,
much
you know what
memories
I'm
right
saying?
now.
So while
Like,
we sitting here talking about this Drake album, like, it's crazy how you mentioned that, and it almost took the breath out of us.
Right.
But that's what we expected from like a Drake album. Like, we wanted to take like that's a damn shame that when he just mentioned that, we like, man, damn, that album. You know
for
what
sure,
I mean?
for sure.
But it ain't that many big top 5 artists, so we look for it from Kanye and the Drakes and.
Yeah.
Hell, like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I can't think of none right off the top
I
that
think
completely changed.
I think with me it has to go with maybe Kendrick with To Pimp a Butterfly. I think that worked for him. You know, there was
he changed it up from there?
conversation. No, he didn't change it up.
Okay.
He didn't change it up. But was the question was did it work or did it change from there?
Did it work? So an artist that changed.
Yeah,
their
I
style for an
think
album.
that Pimp a Butterfly worked. Now I was seeing that he'll perform at festivals and some crowds will leave and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as what it did, sales wise,
Yeah.
it worked for him.
Yeah.
You got the Ronald Isley record out of there.
Yeah.
I Love Myself. You know what I'm saying? You got that. We gonna be all right. Like, we got a lot of records and a lot of good moments from him creatively. Like, we really saw what he can do creatively. His videos were super creative at that time. Like, he was on his creative mode. So for me, I feel like that the Pimp a Butterfly really worked for him. He was super Cali, was funky. You know that funkadelic Snoop Dogg sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he really went in his bag for real with that. So
I don't think Kendrick or J. Cole get enough credit. I mean, I know they do, but I don't think they get
enough.
credit
Yeah, Drake is definitely
And
washing them with the credit.
With the J. Cole album that just took him to Michael Jackson status. On that record, J. Cole snapped. You know what I mean? Like, he snapped really good.
He's hungry. And I think he's more hungry than he ever been because he wants to be in that conversation.
But now that you say that,
Fact.
here was my critique on this new. What I thought about what Drake's doing right now and compared to his old stuff is you can hear back in the day Drake was hungry. You get what I'm saying? Like, you kind of can't hear it now. Now you hearing, hey, I'm where I'm at. I'm relaxed. I'm on the boat.
Yep, I get that.
Fuck y'all. I'm him. This,
Middle
this,
of the
and this.
ocean.
You know what I mean? But like them records from back in the day, you put them on, and like he gave us what J. Cole just gave us on that track right there. So I like that hungry, that grit. I like that style of.
I heard academics say that there might not be anybody that's challenging Drake as far as in wanting to rap. You know what I'm saying? Because even so, like, you would think it'll be J. Cole and Kendrick, the ones that challenge him. But I feel like he feel like I done beat y'all so many times sale-wise. Like, bro, y'all not challenging me enough. You know what I'm saying? Not even enough for you to be on my record and people be like, oh, you watched him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not challenging me. Like, I didn't go in the studio and write a record and put it out the next day because of that. Like, I'm going to let this album go.
Because I don't think everybody's playing that game that Drake's playing though. Like if everybody played that game, I'm pretty sure that they could give him some. But everybody don't want to play that game. Like I said, Drake on that light skin shit, he can kind of play that game, and he's so powerful at this point. Whatever he does, even if it's trash, you know what I mean, or not his best, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna generate. It's gonna be everywhere. Like
I feel that.
Everybody doesn't have that status that he has. Like even with this album right here, For All the Dogs, like that shit finna go. No matter what the critique was, no matter what it is, Drake can pretty much drop anything and it's gonna go. That's not the same as
he's at
J.
Beyonce
Cole.
level, man.
Yeah, like it ain't the same.
I
as
didn't
J.
like
Cole.
Lemonade, but it's.
Oh, Lemonade was one of her best.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's one of her best.
Yeah,
you feel what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the Beyonce album over Lemonade.
I mean, that self-titled album always gonna rock.
That
You know what
Beyonce
I mean?
album
So,
was crazy. Middle of the night drop, like
yeah.
man, you got Drunken Love, man. You got a lot of records on that, boy. That's top tier.
Well, yeah.
But
Well, for what it was, but
Shout out
for what
to
it
Drake,
is,
man.
and shout out to him. You know what I mean? And now that he done got his little Michael Jackson, he done outdid Michael Jackson and posted with his little Michael Jackson glove
original
on
glove too.
and all
by
that
the way.
shit. Like I just like
Probably
I said,
original
he
jacket.
He's finna be even more so on that light skin shit. You know what
Yeah,
I
he's
mean?
finna be
Now that he
super
got-
crazy. He's
you know
finna be
what I mean?
super
Now that he
crazy.
done got
It's
that.
done.
But he did say like he finna take some time off or whatever for his health shit or whatnot. So I don't think we finna get a lot of Drake in the next little bit, which is cool. You know what I
that
mean?
album
'Cause
might
he
be
been
coming.
kinda-
That album might be coming. What we
Nah.
want, I think he finna take some
what
time
we
and regroup.
What we want is coming 11/11, and that's Chris Brown.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Brown is dropping on 11/11, November 11th. And shit, he's supposed to have a single dropping with DeVito.
Yes, that was supposed to be here over the weekend.
Yeah,
It should be
yeah,
over
yeah,
the
yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
For sure.
So I'm wondering if he's gonna give us another 30, 40 track album.
Nah, it's literally 11 songs.
Okay,
That's why he's
okay.
calling it 11/11. Like
Cool.
it's
So
literally
that should
11
be
songs.
good. That
Because he
should be
said he
good enough.
claims he wants the fans to go back to missing him again. You know what
As
I'm
he
saying?
should, as he should. And I remember a while ago I was saying that. I'm like, Chris is too much in.
It's a lot of music. It's a lot of
Yeah,
music. This man probably records every day.
Yeah.
He got 1,000 songs
as
a
he
day
should,
probably.
But yeah, he gotta, you know.
I gotta get this out. It's too much
Yeah.
on my hard drive. I gotta delete some of this.
Maybe he said.
I gotta get rid of
Maybe
this.
he said he want the fans to miss him because I wrote a comment on his page on one of his posts one time, and I was like,
People don't be thinking celebrities don't be reading.
I'm
bro.
like, hey, cuz, man, you out here too much, man. You gotta let the people miss. I was trying to tell him,
Your face
like,
being seen too
yeah,
much.
so I'm
cuz.
like,
Chill
hey,
out.
you gotta chill. So if he said that, he probably heard what the fuck I said when I got on there.
tell you.
Like, hey, you need to
Nah,
relax.
facts.
You're giving them too much. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Shit like that. So,
Yeah, nah.
but yeah, I'm down for the 11 songs. I can't wait for that. Whatever he gonna drop, you know, I'm a fan.
Yeah, I think what people gotta understand about Chris is, man, you're gonna get what you get, and that's another artist that I feel like, you know, we just gotta let the past be the past at this point,
Yeah.
and just let that man be great, man, because you're not gonna stop him.
Nah.
You're not gonna stop him because he's gonna go to London, he's gonna go to Germany, and we're gonna see how great he really is.
Yo.
Like when he went over to Jamaica
Yeah.
and did that, whatever he did over there,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yo. When they were talking about the Super Bowl shit,
Yeah.
like how Usher performing this and this, man, if they ever let Chris do that,
It's
Man.
done. It's done. It'll
I'm
probably be the
talking
best
about-
Super Bowl performance
I'm
ever.
telling you, I think it'll blow. We ain't seen Usher performance, but I think it even blow Usher performance.
It'll blow.
out the water.
Bruh
what I'm
is
saying?
dang near that when it comes to performance.
He is. So
He's
yeah, I'm with
Michael
you.
Jackson
Like,
for real.
Let's
Like,
let
nah, for real.
bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, nah, man, for real. Because
This
it's
man
obvious
does
that
his
both
thing.
of them are past that. She's been past that. They done had records together. They done been seen photoed together. Like, man, come on, man. This girl done did
yeah,
enough.
they dragging it.
They dragging it,
They
man.
dragging
They
it.
dragging it. So just relax. We understand everybody got a phone in their hand, but we don't got to participate in the
I
BS,
can't wait
man.
to get my Chris Brown tattoo, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't even finna lie to you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. I saw one that had all his albums, like the names of all his albums. Now, mind you, Drake and Chris Brown was damn near the only albums I was buying out the store when CDs were still out.
Facts.
I would go and get they shit. I still got them somewhere in my trunk.
Oh my God, me too.
But yeah,
Nah,
so
facts.
And T-Pain.
T-Pain
you know,
had you in the line too now.
But,
Epiphany, shout out to Epiphany.
like I totally get it. Like that Michael Jackson craze back in the day when people was like so crazy about it. I totally get it because that's how I feel about Chris Brown. Totally get it. So, but yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah,
That's my
Chris,
boy.
man. Chris is gonna do good, man. I'm really excited for. I'm excited for what he's doing. Like, I just like the fact that Chris don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
with all
'cause
that
he
he's
love
been
it.
hit with, everything, man. That the type of, if you're not regular, bro, that'll kill you, cuz. Like, that guy is not regular. I can tell, like, without even being around him on an everyday basis, like, he's not regular. Like, the
Yeah.
shit that go through his veins is not regular
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
He's
it's
him.
not, for
He's
sure.
him. Yeah, him and Drake like my top two.
For sure, most definitely.
Okay, so what's the word? What's the word? Will and Jada, bro.
Man.
Will and Jada, bro.
Listen, it's like this. To me, I feel like you only could do so much to protect yourself. And that's obvious what she's doing. So much stuff has been out about her. You know, we can go back as far as August Alsina. We can do the entanglement thing, even the Chris Rock slap. Like, it's a lot of stuff tied to you. All the Tupac stuff, even before your little run that you've been doing now, like releasing the poems, and every year you're doing something.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It's obvious that there is a certain attraction for Pac that is deeper than she displays, because that we got.
What do you call that when somebody's like that?
Obsessed.
Obsessed.
Is it obsession though?
Yes. When your child writes a note to your dead best friend
And wish he was his dad.
yeah, that's obsession.
Some weird
Like,
shit.
that's what he said. Like, that was Jada.
She fed that to them. They wouldn't have learned that from anything else.
That's
Pac
weird
would have been a
shit.
better dad than Will.
No.
No, I'm saying that's what she feeding him.
Oh.
Yeah. Pac would have been a better dad than Will.
It's crazy. It's almost like it's worse than a toxic relationship. You know, we all done seen some toxic relationship. I think this surpassing that. Like, I just don't know. This is just weird to me.
Yeah.
Like the whole concept of what her and Will got going on is just weird because he's fucking supporting the shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because he has to support it though. That's what's so sad about it, because he just did the same thing.
Yeah.
When he did the Will book, he just went on the same run and exposed some stuff. That's how we knew that they was divorced. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that came out and exposed it. He ain't went crazy like she going. You
Yeah.
feel me? But he exposed that there was some foolishness going on in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? And
But
what I
that's
liked
cool.
about Will was when he did his tour, he was basically saying, hey, there's stuff that goes on in our life
Yeah.
for y'all not to idolize. You know what I'm saying?
But that's fine.
That's fine.
We know that.
That's-
we know that. You know
but
what I mean?
she is just doing something different. It's like she making Brush seem like he just a soft dude
I
that's
don't like
just
it.
getting
Yeah.
walked over and like letting her do whatever,
I don't
and
like
he
it.
just have no feelings, and you know what I'm saying? It gets super tough,
I'm
man.
saying instead of him slapping Chris, you should have slapped the fuck out of her.
Nah, because at the end of the day,
Nah.
there's something there about Will though, man. That's what we have to like.
Man,
that's what we got to break down.
Will probably, I don't know. He probably that guy who I don't know, because sometimes people can only take so much. Like, he probably playing his face and playing this. Oh, okay, with this and this. You ever think he gonna snap?
The Oscars, he
I'm
snapped.
talking about on her.
Man, who knows, bro? Who knows what he has already done? You see what I'm saying? There's a reason why he probably fucked the best friend. But there's a reason why she's doing this. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Other
don't
than
think
trying to protect
I don't
herself.
think that. I think
See what I'm saying?
You can
Like-
see it in Jada from back in the day. She one of those.
Cut you if you fuck my friend.
Yeah, she one of those. You can see it in her eyes. Like, she one of those. I don't give. Like, oh, what you got? You know what I mean? Like,
I
you
fuck
can
your
tell
friend,
that
too.
Yeah, like that's why her energy match pops more than like a Will. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I feel like Will was just a nice guy. This and this, but she used to putting it in their lives, like with the pop type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that's been in her. Like, she just. It's just coming out.
Yeah.
for us to see.
I mean, her favorite genre of music is heavy metal.
Yeah, because you're crazy fuck.
Yeah. Like, there's videos of her on stage performing heavy metal
Oh,
in
yeah,
front
I
of
remember
big
that.
crowds.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So it's a different woman we're talking about
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because we wouldn't expect that. We look at her, think she listening to jazz or something,
Yeah.
some R&B. She out there, rah! You know what I'm saying? Like,
Crazy
the
as hell.
fuck?
Crazy
She's
as hell.
setting it up already to let us know what's going on, bro.
But if he spoke, the fact that he spoke at a little book release or whatever that was, and he still supporting
He
her,
has
riding
to.
with her.
He has to.
Like, hey,
That's the only way she can go on the tour. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only way she can do what she's doing if he's in the video. You feel me? If he ain't in the video, she can't go on tour. She can't go and talk about what she talk about. Because then it shows that he ain't okay with it, one. And then it shows you just doing the most.
Yeah.
But with Will in that video, we can't say he ain't okay with it because he in the video.
Man, he
we
probably
can just
got
say
a
she's
writing
doing the
credit.
most.
He probably got a writing credit in it.
Man, he getting bread.
Yeah.
he must.
It's a business. It's a business relationship, bro.
Yeah.
We getting money together. Believe her tour right now, he probably
So
a
if that was
percentage.
you, you wouldn't care about your image and nothing like that. You'll be supporting your wife.
Nah, I can't say that because that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they got going on as far as in the agreement that they set and when they said it.
Yeah.
But nah.
Yeah.
And for one, I'm not going out there either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we still got to remember he went out there first.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes her going out there a little bit justified.
Yeah.
Because he went first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all should have sat down somewhere. Because we don't care.
They be talking too much, man. Like,
Talking
why
too
y'all
much.
telling us all this? We don't care about none of that. It's
August
too
dropped the
much.
ball. See, what it was August dropped the ball. And you could tell they took care of August real good behind the scene because he just got quiet. Then next thing you know, bro was talk about he love man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
man, I don't know where the hell he ain't.
oh, they end August to death. But listen,
Well, I do like August Alsina music.
I like August Alsina, man.
Yeah.
I wish that he can get it together. I wish his team would get it together for him because y'all ain't touched the first album yet. There's nothing that he's dropped after that first album has touched it yet.
Yeah,
that was a flawless
He could.
project.
Yeah, he could. You know, us talking about August Alsina made me think about Fetty Wap. Yo, first of all, the Fetty Wap run was amazing. And I'm just thinking about like if if he was still like if he was still making music this entire time, I feel like Fetty would have been.
Yeah. You know what
Out
I
of
think
this world.
Fetty did that was maybe not the right thing to do? He put out a lot of impressive records. Some of that stuff you got to hold on to, dog. You feel me?
But he was so high. I see why he was, because he was so.
I get it. I understand it. I understand it.
Yeah.
But bro, Trap Queen could have went 2 more years. Feel me? It's that
By
record
itself.
by itself, bro. You could have dropped the album off Trap Queen and gave us all the singles that you gave us on that
like
album.
He should have been dropping like that right now.
Right now.
When like the music is so back to back to back right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't even matter. Like back when he was dropping like that, he just owned it. Like he
And we got that
shit.
jug. Teach you how to jug. Man, we got a lot of even
like,
the album. Like I like the Fetty album.
Yeah.
He
I
burned
listened to
too
the
hot.
album.
He burned too hot too fast.
He burnt
That's
too
what it
hot,
was,
way
yeah.
too fast. That's what I'm saying.
shit was
You
good,
dished
though,
out
man.
like a lot of records. If you don't have that keep going factor, bro, don't be putting out your big records.
Yeah.
Like Future say he did Same Damn Time, Turn on the Lights, and some other big record all in the same night.
Yeah.
But they did not come out all at the same time. Same Damn Time came out first. Then we saw Turn on
And
the
that
Lights.
rolled for a while.
And they
Yeah.
rolled for a while.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Fetty should have did. You should have took the, you feel me, bro? But to go with your point, he did a good thing as far as in letting it go because, bro, at that time you had to. You know, Trap Queen wasn't gonna keep you alive.
Yeah.
You gotta come back. You gotta follow up.
His artistry was amazing. I liked him as an artist. I feel like music like that is what I want right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's nothing really given that.
Yeah.
Right
And then
now.
he brung his partner too. I be telling cats all the time, bro. Don't bring your friend, your homeboy that can rap in the game in your first year. It's suicide, bro. It's suicide. Cause
Not always.
he's gonna want you to do more for him than you're gonna do for yourself. You don't bring your dog in first year, bro. Settle yourself, then bring him in, bro. He tried to bring Monty in first year and get a Drake feature. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. That's why Drake dropped the remix.
Yeah.
Without your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, cuz. Really?
Yeah.
No. Give yourself a year or two to get good in the game so
Yeah.
you can set your boy up for a longevity career, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's true enough. But for what I mean, for what he did, free Fetty, you know what I mean?
Free Fetty,
we
man.
missed some good music, good artistry, good all that.
Good artistry, man. That was a time. Trap Queen was a time. I like all my exes with a line through that. Goddamn, man, come on, man. Like all that.
Hey, yeah.
Man, shout out Fetty. Yeah, he did. He showed us something different, man.
Speaking of Future, I had on here how ATL Jacob said that Kanye and Future
Oh my God.
have more influence than Pac.
Man.
I say yes. Want to know
I
why?
was just about to say, what you think about that statement?
You know what I hate the Pac comparison is because he had such a short life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you comparing it to is how short his life was. You feel me? He ain't really get active really until like around that All Eyes on Me time when he got it back out. That's when he started going crazy. He always been active, but the monumental moments where we know that Double XL interview we got the black on, that's All Eyes on Me. He just got out of jail, and he's on go. He's dissing Diddy, and he's giving us them influential moments that we love.
Okay, but it's influence as a whole because they still carry Pac still carries some type of weight in the hip hop community. So I see what he's getting at.
Yeah. Nah. It's definitely either way, it's unfortunate about the lifespan. It is. But either way, you have to give it up. But what I can't say about what people miss is you have to give Pac the credit because, he's the one that said it. I might not change the world, but I will spark the mind.
He did.
That will change the world. It's that contests to the Futures and the Kanyes, you know what I'm saying, that has that spirit in them.
Yeah, I
that
feel like
fearless spirit.
I feel like a good correlation would be him and Kanye. Okay, Future I get for the musical, but,
yeah.
Because Pac had outside of the music, he had character, he had a voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He actually
Very
was
smart
passionate
too.
about stuff. He was talking about real life shit. So I think him and Kanye will go more hand in hand in Future as far as like. Jacob saying that, they have more influence on now musically, I can see how he can compare that to Future because Future's sound kind of opened up the door for a lot of these new rappers and shit, which is true. But if I was to say whether I agree or disagree with the statement that Kanye and Future had bigger influence, I would kind of say it's equal. I don't know. I would feel a certain type of way if I just say.
Yeah. Nah, see, and that's why
what I mean.
And to be honest, only time will tell. You see what I'm saying? Only time will tell to see.
Or do we just feel like that our age group? Because maybe if you ask Gen Z and them, they probably would agree.
And that's the thing. And see, that's what goes back to the Jay-Z thing because when it goes to the age group, there's some guys that might think Jay's best verses was here. And then you got us that feel like, nah, Magna Carta probably had all of Jay's best verses. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely that age thing. You know what I mean? And that bridges the gap because we all gonna have our own opinions of the time that we experienced it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing right there.
But I get where you coming from. And ATL Jacob, he ain't that old either. So, you know what I mean? So, but I get where he coming from. But shout out to all three of them.
Shout out to him. Yeah, one thing I can't say is it's not a bad take. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not one of them, but you crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, we seeing what Kanye is doing. We seen what he's done. We seen him going to TMZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see all the interviews is iconic.
Yeah.
Every Kanye West interview is iconic. You know what I'm saying? And used for, like, motivational speeches and shit.
Yep.
So.
Do you think that Tupac's legacy wouldn't be as high as it was if he didn't die? So young.
At a young age.
Like if he was still around, he'd be what, 53 right now.
I think about that a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I do juggle with that. Even with Big, I think about that a lot. I think about how big they would be right now. You know what I'm saying? If they would be the kings of rap as we claim them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's one of those times. Time would have told.
I think he would.
Because they get immortalized,
Yeah.
Because everybody sees them or recognizes them at that period of time. So they didn't have a chance to evolve. They didn't have a chance to go stagnant. They didn't have a chance to
fall
lose.
off.
Yeah, they didn't have that chance. So,
yeah.
I like both of y'all's opinions because they both are valid.
Yeah.
But I do think, especially with social media, I think that what will last longer is the new people because that's everywhere, all at once.
All at once, yep. Yeah, nah, that's totally true. That's totally true. Like I say, with the Kanye West interviews, every time I go on somebody's story, they're sharing a clip from a Kanye West interview. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the time, bro, all the time. The interview he had with Charlamagne, that's such a powerful interview. We got the blonde hair. Like, it's such a powerful interview when he exposed the bipolar disorder. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, yeah, Ye is definitely one of them ones, if not the one that goes crazy. Even his little, whoever leaking the Kanye rants, whoever leaking the old Kanye rants, bro, keep leaking them. I'm loving this. Like, I love hearing Ye on that, bro. I love it. Because he don't be too far off. In my opinion. He be pretty spot on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
Yeah.
But speaking of Kanye, we got a what is this about the Kanye that we wanted to tap into?
Yeah, I just was pulling up that email. You got that link? I just emailed.
Oh, you just sent me something? Hang on.
Yeah, I was trying to pull the clip off of YouTube.
So basically, we got a clip of Ye. Big Boy is doing an interview with Big Boy, which is another powerful interview. He's talking about the Jesus is King album on that interview. But in the interview, he asks him about the fact that Kanye, ejected himself from the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Kanye was like, absolutely, bro.
Yeah. So I wanted, because I had some feedback on it too. But
I'll pull it up. Give me a sec.
All right.
I got a screen share.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, Kanye gonna give it to you.
Kanye's gonna give it to you, man. And you know what's crazy? He's at that point where he can. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand bro, these people win all the time because they got power, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they chase. We chase the bag, which is cool. They chase the power. So when it's time to shut some shit down,
I would love
they
to
can
be
shut it down.
Yeah, I would love to be at that point where I could just say what I want to say and like have it impact like how he does. You know what I mean? Because he say some real shit.
He say some real shit.
Ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and play. All right. Play a clip of that.
What do you say to people that say you turned your back on the culture or
Exactly.
black people?
100%. I have turned my back on the idea of victimization mentality. We are locked up. We went from 1 and 4. We went from 1 and 4 to 1 and 3. But we always pointing at the white people, but yet we want to spend all of our money on foreigns. We want to spend all our money on luxury as opposed to going and buying some land. America is for sale, and there's a lot of barren land. Disney bought a lot of it in Florida. But the culture has you focused so much on fucking somebody, bitch, and pulling up in a foreign and rapping about things that could get you locked up and then saying you about prison reform. Like, bro, we brainwashed out here.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is a free man talking.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's Ye, bro. Man, come on, it's Ye.
Yeah.
It's Ye.
But I agree.
Facts.
You
though.
get what I'm saying? And I always say, like, we what he said about us victimizing ourselves has to stop. And I always tell people that, like, we're in this country, we're free. We get the same opportunities, the same. You can go to school, you can do whatever you want to do. And like they always say, you don't see Wayne and Jay up there talking about
prison reform and all
shit
that,
like that, or what type of hardships they, you know what I mean, shit like that. But like, I feel like every opportunity we get to talk about, to victimize ourselves, and I'm talking about as a culture, we take it. And it's like, yo, when are we gonna stop doing this and put all that energy into something else? Because that's basically what he's saying. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And he's right about where we putting our black dollars at, or what we're choosing to do, or what we're choosing to push. In the music, which is the biggest influence for the black culture and stuff like that, he's absolutely right. But see, when you try to have these real shit talks with people, they don't even want to hear that, because they totally fine keep continuing to listen to the music they listen to, it, this and this. But as soon as a goddamn white cop shoot a black boy, then here we go. Yeah, victimizing ourselves and all this other shit again. So I totally agree. Like, sometimes it's like, I feel like, you know what? When I see that victimization going on, like on posts, or when something happened and stuff like that, I gotta detach myself from that, because I be wanting to get on there and tweet and comment like, yo, what do we, you know what I mean? It's almost like a trigger, like it's a continuing thing, and we're not changing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not changing nothing by continuing to talk about the same, victim mentality and what we feel like, and that's not.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's
right.
basically what he's saying. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think when it comes to us, which is the unfortunate thing, is like we do a lot of the talking, like you say, but I think the thing with us is we wait for somebody to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we wait for to see if somebody's going to do it, and then when
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy, right? And in seeing it, that'll change us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's like, yo, where we get to the point where we don't have to do that. When we just go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they going for everything else.
They're
on the
going.
streets.
And that's what gets me. That's what gets me to the point where the power rules over everything.
Yeah.
Power rules.
Yeah.
We think it's the money. Like Ye say, we think it's the cars. We think it's fucking your bitch. Like, nah, bro. Power rules.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? When it's time to shut this shit down, they're able to shut it down.
Yeah.
When it's time to shut the government down, they're able to shut it down. But you ain't getting no taxes. You know what I'm saying? We don't have power over nothing. You know what I'm saying? We starting to smell it a little bit.
Yeah.
You feel me? But we don't have no power over nothing.
Yeah.
And it's been so many years when we've been like out of control, like not even out of control, but we've been so out attached to that information, even to the point where it's like, yo, we can even be at the place where we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Even now, we got the money resource. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to be this. The PPP loan came. Everybody stepped up and wanted to do this, right?
But you know what's gonna kill us every time is we're too emotionally reactive to stuff. Like we gotta step away from always being so emotionally triggered by stuff, and just keep going with it. Keep going. Be rational. What we need to do. Okay, what we need. Okay, that happened, but what do we need to focus on and keep doing? We don't need to spend so much time on, this is how we feel and this is what we want. Da, 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 da. Let's just keep doing it.
Right.
But we stay in that same cycle of being emotionally reactive to everything that we're stalling ourselves from actually doing something. You know what I mean?
I think with us, man, it's just gonna have to take the information to get to people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
If they want it.
Shout out to Ye and shout out to people that's going to push the information. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it has to take the information to get to people because, man, these people, bro, they're not searching. They're not. When we get on the internet, we're not opening up our laptops and looking for this type of information. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, we're trying to see what kind of clothes we finna buy, what our sons is gonna wear, what our daughters is gonna wear. We're trying to look at vacations. You know what I'm saying? Something to spend money on instead of gaining.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It needs to be that information, bro. We need people in position that's gonna give the information, let alone the power, because the power going to come from the information. But we need people in position to get the information. Shout out to Ye.
Yeah.
Shout out to people that ain't afraid to do it, because that's what it's going to take.
Yeah.
'Cause
They giving it. It's just certain ones that's gonna take heed to it.
It's going to be certain ones that's going to take heed to it.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy about it, because it's like, yo, the information is there, and there's more information that's coming. We got to grasp it, and we got to go.
Yeah.
Got to go.
Gotta
you know
go.
what I'm saying? You got to go, bro.
Definitely. But I hope we get it together. You know what I mean? Like, I know we the new generation, so we trying to kick this type. So hopefully in the next couple of years we can see some progress in that.
Yeah, we the future. I think when people don't understand, when we was growing up and, you know, we used to go to church, everybody was like, "These the future right here." Like, this is the time that they was talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we were the ones that grew up at the last of the stableness of life, you know what I'm saying? When life was still kind of normal, we grew up in that. And now we adults and we were like, huh?
Yeah.
That wasn't what we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's going to take us to be like, nah, foot down.
Yeah.
We ain't moving like this no more.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because we was the last of the stable lifestyle.
We'll get it.
We'll get it.
We'll definitely get
Facts.
it. Hopefully we got a lot of parents who are out here now who think like us, because you know, we got to be able to pass it down too. But I think collectively with the mindsets that we have, and hopefully it's more of us who have these type of mindsets.
For sure.
That we can eventually try to see some change. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but eventually we can, you know what I mean, see some change and be more proactive and not reactive.
That part. Man, before we leave though, man, I do want to give a great shout out to I saw that you had Sexy Red on the not Sexy Red, but Lola Brooks. On the topic sheet there. So shout out to Lola Brooks, man. Shout out to female rap.
Yes.
Shout out to the female that's going super hard,
killing
man.
it right now. They're killing it.
Killing it. I am gonna say this though. I wish that Nicki Minaj would own up to the status that she's at and take it. Stop trying to compete. Take your position on
That'll
the
rise
throne.
into a whole nother couple of minutes because I absolutely understand what you're saying.
Feel me?
You're absolutely right.
Take your throne.
Yeah.
Understand the
What's
for the
happening,
longest
what-
you done
what-
said
yeah,
these
yeah.
bitches are your sons.
Yeah.
Here they are.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
They got the green, the red, the blue hair. All of them made up. Like, bro, you done did that.
Yeah.
Stop trying to compete with these girls and embrace them.
Yeah.
Take them under your wing. Let's make Nicki Minaj a bigger artist.
Yeah.
That should have been the goal.
Yeah.
That need to be the team goal too. You feel what I'm saying?
absolutely right.
So that's just my only thing. On the female rap scale, shout out to Cardi B who's doing that.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah, she's
who's
taking
doing
those
just
ranks.
that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Salute. We need that, especially from the big girls in the game, because these girls is looking for y'all, man. They're looking for y'all to give them that
Shout out to
feature.
the girls. They holding this shit down.
Shout
you know
out,
what I mean?
especially
Like,
Lola Brooks. She's different, man.
Yeah, Lola Brooks giving us new age Foxy.
You know, she's different.
You know what I mean? So shout out to her too. I wish we had more time to go into it. But this wraps up episode number 3.
Episode number 3, man. What's the word podcast? We here.
Yeah,
We here. For sure.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back.
Most definitely, real soon.
Let's not have it be too long before we.
Nah, never again. Never again. Never again.
Again, we didn't give him the. I meant to give him something else, but anyways, we'll be reaching out. So if we do have any new music, it's so dry here. But if anybody
It's so
got
dry,
any new
man.
music,
Yeah.
anything hot on the streets, I know it's been a little dry.
Yeah.
Well, we
Y'all
got
got our
this.
contact.
Always got that. That guy there's always working.
Yeah, he's always
Yeah,
here.
that artist there, that guy, he's gonna work.
But
One
hey.
thing about it, you gotta ask him to work.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all tune in next time for the next episode.
For sure.
I'm Ree Major.
Hey man, listen, in the comments, man, whatever y'all wanted to talk about, this is What's the Word podcast. You feel me? And we got the word on everything, and we got the information on anything. You heard?
Anything.
So whatever y'all want to hear us talk about, if there's something that you want us to expand more on, you know, in them comments, man, when y'all watching the videos on YouTube, just, you know, leave a little da-da-da-da-da, and we'll make sure we read it and see what we can do to expand on that for sure.
Most definitely.
But
Interact, like, comment, share.
come on now. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. My name Epic Ruffin.
Remind
Follow
you.
me on Instagram at Epic Ruffin. Like me on Facebook at Epic Ruffin. Yeah, for sure.
Major did it. Let's go.
Feel me?